Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to a brand new episode of Nintendo Unleashed, Blazekick's weekly Nintendo podcast, and our only podcast, really.
Woo!
Yeah, today my name is Armando, by the way. Forgot to introduce myself for some reason. Today I'm joined by Connor
Hi.
and Noah.
Hello, it's me.
And we're here to celebrate our 1 year anniversary.
Yay.
Yeah.
Woo!
We've made it so far. And well, we'll talk more about Unleashed and how it began after our two first segments. But since today is the this special episode, we're gonna do some giveaways. I guess I'll tell you what we're gonna give away, but all the details are gonna be at the very end. Maybe we'll put him in the middle. You guys don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, but you have to listen to this episode. Yeah, we're gonna give away a Palutena amiibo, and it's the Amazon exclusive Palutena. So, and we're also gonna give away a $20 eShop card, so you can buy plays on the Badge Arcade.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, get them Pikachu badges, please.
They're not gonna still be up by the time you get the card, though.
Oh yeah. Oh well. Anyway, let's start with what we're playing. Noah, what have you been playing this week?
So Mario Maker, I created my newest level. I was on a bit of a level creating hiatus, but I made my newest masterpiece. It's called SPINYSPIN Planes, and I'm gonna plug it later. I'm gonna read the code.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. But for now, yeah, I've been playing Mario Maker, Metroid Zero Mission I was playing earlier this evening. Yeah, those are my two games for the week.
Cool. Connor?
I've been playing Steins Gate. Gotta finish that. I teared in Love Live because Honoka worst girl, so I had to tear her, of course.
I didn't.
I only needed 5 gems, so I was like, might as well. And then I got Mario Advance 4 to play the e-reader levels, and then I noticed, or realized, I guess, that I'd never actually beaten Mario 3, so I started playing through the Mario Advance 4 version. I think I just beat World 3 earlier today.
Okay. And well, I've been playing Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. I actually finally beat it.
Yay!
I've had it since launch, and I finally beat it.
So have I. I still haven't beat it. I don't think I ever want to.
No? How
No.
far did you get?
I don't even remember. Let me like either the third or the fourth gym, and I'm just like, screw this. I'm not having fun. I'm sure I'll revisit it, but like, it just got kind of dull for me.
Yeah. See, I was having that same problem, like around after I beat all the gyms, that's when I started liking it.
Mm.
So I really like the Elite Four, all of that. It actually took me like 5 tries to beat Steven. I guess well, I didn't have any like fire types or any fire type Pokemon to go against his steel types. So yeah, that was kind of hard. And then I really liked the Delta episode.
Yeah.
That was really good.
I don't like how you can't save in between catching Rayquaza and Deoxys, though.
Yeah.
Because, like, pretty much everyone just uses their Master Ball on Deoxys because they don't want to have to catch
Kill
Rayquaza
it?
again.
I almost killed it.
Well, yeah, there's that, but, like, if you fail to catch Deoxys, then you have to go catch Rayquaza again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the last time you can save is before you fight Rayquaza.
Oh, okay. So it's not like did you ever beat Rayquaza when you try to catch it?
You can't.
You can.
Oh,
Yes,
you can?
Yeah, you beat him, but then I forgot her name, Nia or something like that. She tells you that Rayquaza is recharging, that you must battle it, that you must catch it. So you can just try it again.
Yeah, that's what I meant by you can't. It forces you to catch him, basically.
But what about Deoxys? Can you kill him? If you kill him, does he come back? Or
No, I don't think
he's
so.
gone?
Yeah, I
Oh.
think he's gone.
I used 2 Ultra Balls and catched both of them that way. I didn't use my Master Ball. I'm saving that for... I'm actually going to try soft resetting to get a legendary Chinese.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to go through that. Um, but yeah, I think that's all I've been playing. I'm also gonna start playing more Pokemon because I'm gonna enter
Yay!
the Pokemon tournament on the when was it? Damn, I had the battle competition
Woo!
on March 4th, and it's gonna be just Gen 1 Pokemon, excluding Mew and Mewtwo, and that's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah, I believe.
Can you bring missing no in?
Doubt it.
Darn.
No, and Pokemon can have items, which is really good, in my opinion. So no Mega Ball. And yeah, that's it.
Hey, Rayquaza can Mega Evolve without his Mega Stone. I'm sure someone can find a way to make Kangaskhan do it.
Hacking maybe.
Then you get disqualified.
Yeah. So Noah, what's on the
Yeah.
shop this week?
Okay, well, there's some cool stuff. Shadow Puppeteer, which I've heard quite a bit about, apparently sort of mixes 2D with 3D gameplay in unique ways in Shadows. Final Fantasy Tactics Advance is on the Wii U Virtual Console for $8. Which is apparently a pretty awesome game, which I've never played, but and Lego Marvel Avengers for $50 on the Wii U shop. And on the 3DS side of things, Final Fantasy Explorers for $40, as well as Lego Marvel for $30. No themes, but we have DSiWare Crazy Train, which I think Connor was talking about.
So I hope it's like Crazy Taxi, but with trains.
Yeah. Yeah, not really a huge week for games. I mean, Final Fantasy Explorers is probably the most notable release. And of course, Crazy Train, you know.
Oh, and Lego Marvel.
Yeah, I guess so.
Lego Avengers. I really want to try that game out. But usually Lego games go down in price really fast.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give it like 3 months. It's probably going to be like $20 somewhere. That's when I'll pick it up. Are you guys planning on picking anything up from this week?
I would pick up that Assassination Classroom theme.
Oh.
But thanks,
I don't know,
Nintendo.
I might have to go for Crazy Train for $2. I feel like that's a steal.
You should try it out.
Yeah, honestly, I'll be like the only person in the world who has played it, so
They'll
it'll
just
be
be
a
like,
unique
guys,
experience.
we got a sale!
You should also try out GG series, just so you can tell us how it is.
Look, yeah, I bought a bunch of eShop credits, so I'll just buy every game in GG series.
That's what the winner of our giveaway can buy.
Yeah, the GG series collection.
NX launch
3D.
title,
Oh yeah,
GG
they're remastered for NX. That's the only NX launch
Series
title.
HD.
I really feel that we should try one of those games out because we talk a lot of shit about them.
Yeah, we haven't even touched them. Honestly, like
Yeah.
like I said, I have too much money. They're all like $2, right? So I might as well just get one.
Yeah. Okay. So that's it for Nintendo downloads. Now let's just talk about a bit about Nintendo Unleashed.
The history, because if you guys didn't know,
Yeah.
it's 1 year anniversary.
Just I guess this is not known to everyone except Noah and I. So when we started recording the first episode of Nintendo Unleashed, we actually recorded it on a year ago, the 29th. So on the 29th, we started recording for the first episode of Nintendo Unleashed. We finished the entire recording, but when I was going through it and starting to edit it, I found out that my recording messed up and it only recorded half of the episode. Then the next day on the 30th, we recorded the second half, and that's where the intro was put in place just to fill the gap.
That was an iconic day.
Mm-hmm.
Re-recording things is just the era of re-recording. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Recording that and recording the top 10 3DS videos.
Oh my
so
god,
many
yeah.
times. But yeah, so the first episode, it was originally going to be an Amiibo podcast.
Yeah,
For those
just
who don't know,
Amiibo.
yeah,
Just
just Amiibo
Amiibo.
focused. I don't really know how we sort of evolved it. To
Well, I'm glad it wasn't just Amiibo
yeah,
because
You'd have
I think
one
you're
thing to this
yeah,
week.
that well has run dry.
yeah
And it was originally going to be bi-weekly as well.
yeah.
Uh,
Well, if it was the Amiibo podcast, I think we agreed on just doing like every month for like a major Amiibo release. But then once we started planning the podcast out as a Nintendo podcast, it was just going to be a bi-weekly show. Um, and one of our writers was actually going to be part of it, but Gemini has never appeared on Unleashed.
He's like the one BK member who's never been on Unleashed.
wow, he hasn't even guessed it.
No.
Even on our E3 episode or our Nintendo Direct where it was like so many of us.
Even
Yeah.
on the episode Unleashed Cross Undaunted, it was
Yeah.
B-Mac and Will, not Gemini.
Yeah. So I guess Gemini is technically like would you guys consider him a co-founder? Because
I mean, he
He's-
founded the Amiibo part, but not the Unleashed part.
yeah, I don't know. I don't remember who suggested the Amiibo podcast at first, but it was just gonna be us three: Gemini, Noah, and I, because we were into Amiibo. So I can't imagine how that podcast would have turned out.
Considering like all of you are kind of done now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it would have probably been like our other PlayStation podcasts that only have like 3 episodes. Don't you guys think?
I think it might have lasted a little longer.
Mhm.
I can't really say though, but for a while there was like a ton of Amiibo news every week.
Oh yeah, I still remember everything.
Mhm.
Like there
It-
was
It was mostly like everything sold out.
Yeah.
Go camp out.
And we would like share our stories.
Yeah. Yeah, those were the good old days.
not really.
Well, there was more hype for the amiibos themselves. So it I feel like there's a guy I follow on Twitter. I think Noah follows him too. John, I think he goes by John Nebo.
John Meebo, yeah, he's a
Yeah.
character.
Yeah. I agree with something that he pointed out, that when the amiibos were like just coming out and they were kind of rare, if you got your hands on one of the rare amiibo, it actually felt like an achievement. As if right now, like you can just walk into Toys R Us and get your Lucas or Villager.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm really glad that we didn't go in that direction for the Amiibo podcast.
Yeah, I mean, we would have started running out of material.
Yeah.
With less Amiibo news at this time. So yeah, I'm glad we sort of expanded it to our full-size Nintendo podcast with our guest Connor. Our guest.
Oh yeah, he was our first guest and first guest to actually become a full-time member.
So far only.
Yeah, you never know. You never know if someone is gonna be a guest on Unleashed soon, and maybe he or she becomes a full-time Unleashed member. You never know.
That really sounds like you're hinting if we have a guest soon that
Mm.
they're gonna planning on making them a full-time member.
Yeah. I doubt that's gonna happen anytime soon. Yeah. Do you guys have anything more to say?
I'd just like to say, you guys probably noticed at one point, not you, but the audience, that the video started getting longer.
Oh
That-
my god.
That
Yeah.
was because of me.
Really?
Well, because originally what it was every Friday or whenever we recorded,
Yeah, it was like Thursdays.
we'd like go through all the news sites and try finding stuff,
Mhm.
and we'd often miss a bunch of stuff because we were like looking through a week of Go Nintendo and Reddit and stuff. But then I started trying to update it as news came out, so I started just putting minor stuff that we would have skipped before.
Mm-hmm.
So that started like filling it out. Of course, there's also like when Tyler comes on.
Or whenever we have a guest. That's usually when we have like really long episodes.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I still remember when I started editing the podcast for YouTube. I I was going through like clips of games trying to match everything up. That took forever. That would take me like a good maybe 3 hours. So I just gave up.
Thank you for that.
I just gave up. If you go probably I think I stopped around episode 8. So if you go watch like the earlier episodes of Unleashed, you're gonna see like clips of games while we talk about them. I thought it was really cool, but it just forever. So
I mean,
now,
like in
now you just get to
concept,
see a picture.
that's a neat idea, but like we aren't doing this full time. We don't have time to spend, especially now when sometimes the videos reach like 2 hours.
Mhm.
Like your 3 hour edits, those videos were like 30-40 minutes. So just about like 2 hour video, that would probably be like 4 or 5 hours to edit, which we just don't
Yeah.
have time for. Plus, the majority of the people probably aren't even looking at the screen, even when you did that.
Mm.
Like most people, when listening to podcasts, just kind of listen to them and are like gaming or something.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, and I also thought about how I listen to podcasts. I listen to some podcasts that have their own like they upload the podcast on YouTube and everything. But I most of the time I just go on iTunes and download the episode. So I figured maybe that's what everyone does. Hopefully.
Well, for like Crunchyroll's podcast, that's the only other podcast I really listen to. They have a video uploaded onto Crunchyroll,
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
but I just listen to it and like play some game or something.
Yeah, that's what I usually do. That's how I usually listen to podcasts. Especially if I have like I'm playing, let's say Persona and I'm just grinding. I just like to listen to a podcast while I grind.
Yeah, that's what I was doing for a lot of Yokai Watch side quest.
By the way, someone just commented on. I think this was like the last episode I did the video thing for. So they said great stuff, guys. I like the format of the show.
Yeah.
Wait, they just now said that?
Yeah, like 30. Well, it was 31 minutes ago, and I just saw it. So,
Wow, I like how you
Well.
noticed that while we were talking about how the format. Unless he means
Yeah.
format like what we're playing, downloads, topics, main topic, or break, main
I
topic.
hope so. I hope so because if he continues to listen, he's gonna be disappointed.
Why is he even listening to an episode from that long ago? It's a news thing.
Hey, I do that with podcasts. I
Yeah.
do that with podcasts.
I usually do that when they have like a main topic that's not really time relevant.
Oh,
Like the Crunchyroll stuff, they kind of do like 4 news things, but then have a topic that's not really relevant to the time.
Mhm. Yeah, like I listen to some comedy podcast, and it's like you can just listen to whenever you want, you know.
yeah,
But
okay.
like, this is more of a news podcast, which
Yeah.
I don't really get why you'd listen
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, so I've been listening to IGN's podcast Beyond, like the really, really old episodes from like 6 years ago. Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Well, like going that far back, it's kind of interesting to see like what was going on 6 years ago.
Yeah.
But he's at episode, you said 8? That's
7.
7? That's like 11 months ago? No,
Mm.
10? Which for the most part, you probably have a fairly solid memory.
Yeah. I also remember listening to a Pokemon podcast. I forgot the name. And I listened to like the first episode of their podcast, and now they're like on episode like 200 or something. And on the first episode, they were talking about Diamond and Pro. Yeah. So, yeah. I guess that's it. Guess for for the future of Unleashed, we just want to keep doing it. I guess.
Yeah, it's the future. We're gonna. Yes, I love the future.
Yeah. Just
Go Team Future. Who won in that Splatfest?
Yeah, Team Fast won. Well,
we just want
it's
to
over.
continue bringing the podcast to you guys, and more giveaways, of course, and hopefully more content. Hopefully.
It's good. We always win.
Yeah. So that's it for your Nintendo Unleashed
Yeah, history crash course.
101 class. Yeah, 101 class.
And now we're going to go into some of the best news. Unity on the new 3DS is out now. And it looks like the first game that's coming to support in Japan is called Wind Up Night 2. So I'm guessing it involves a night that winds up. Apparently it works on the original 3DS as well, but with like obviously less quality. Unity said they recommend targeting the new Nintendo 3DS for maximum gorgeousness, which is a great way to put it.
I hope there's a Unity Chan game.
Please. But yeah, this is kind of cool. I mean, hopefully this will increase the amount of, 3DS indies in general, or even new 3DS exclusive stuff. Because, can't have enough of that.
Well, I don't know. You've seen Steam when people get access to...
Oh, good point. Yeah, there could be some awful stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be. I just think it's interesting that they now have access. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out, positively or negatively.
Hopefully Nintendo has more quality control than Steam.
Oh god, hopefully. Some of the stuff that gets on there is just horrendous. I think, in even more important news though, Detective Pikachu is a thing.
It's actually a thing.
I know. It was like 2 years ago.
It's just like, here's this really disturbing Pikachu.
Yeah, terrifying Pikachu with this like gray background, this unpolished game. But like, I guess they actually worked on it. Maybe they took a break and then picked it back up. But like, the game looks really nice. It looks like the animations look really charming. Yeah, I mean, it's the most expressive we've ever seen Pikachu by far. So, yeah, I'm excited for it. Like, as a person who Pokemon has kind of slipped out of my radar, like, this game just looks awesome. Like, Pikachu just looks like such a funny guy in it, so I don't know. I'm excited.
Do you guys think this game will come out in the West?
Oh, it has to, please. I don't see why it wouldn't. I mean, when's the last time Japan has gotten a Pokemon game that we haven't?
Pokemon Typing DS was Japan and Europe. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon WiiWare was just Japan.
Yeah, so I feel like we'll probably get it because it's been so long. Like, most of the games recently have come to all regions for Pokemon.
Technically, Pokemon Green is not releasing on the Virtual Console.
Yeah, true. But I really hope we do. Like, I would buy it in an instant. So yeah. I mean, there's so many things about this. Like, number one, it's great. Pikachu apparently loves coffee and cute girls. Number two, everyone wants Danny DeVito to voice him, which is the most amazing thing. We'll probably put the link to that petition in the description.
Well, I guess that you mentioned it now. Let's just talk about the question that we got for this week.
Yeah.
Okay. So one of our listeners asked so it was on Twitter, Disturbed1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He asked, is Danny DeVito the right choice to voice Detective Pikachu? Question mark. Who else could do it?
So for me personally, I really don't know many actors and voice actors that well.
Troy Baker. Normal North.
No, I mean, yeah, but like, I feel like, like from what yeah, it has to be Danny DeVito. Look, from what little I've heard of them, I just don't know if they would have the right fit. Like I said, I know very little about these kinds of things, but I'm sure Danny DeVito, sure, it would be funny. I mean, like, someone put together a mock video of what it could be like, and it's quite entertaining. It would be probably the funniest Pokemon game to date, if that were to occur. So, Yeah.
You guys think they would do it? There's an online petition.
Yeah,
on
it is a ton of
change.org.
signatures. How many signatures is that right now? Probably a lot.
check real quick. And you guys can take part of it if you want. There's 27,427 supporters right now. And apparently they need 35,000.
Almost there.
Yeah, they're just 7,573 signatures away. So, get to it, guys.
So, I'm like Noah, not paying attention to voice actors, really. But the only two people I could think of, one kind of a cool back just to have the guy who does Layton.
Well, he's gonna be British.
Well, the Pikachu's British and Layton's British, so.
Is he British? Well,
It's
okay,
in London.
so in London,
Well, based
No,
off of London.
Carlos. So this is Carlos. Europe, basically.
Carlos is Paris, though, and that Pikachu does not have a French accent.
Okay, I wanna know where this.
It's a fiction.
Game
It's
takes
a.
place.
It's a non-existent region. It's based off London.
Okay.
But
So.
the other choice I have, it's really great. So there's this anime currently airing called Active Raid, and it's about these police officers, and there's this really great English speaker in it who totally doesn't butcher English every week. Her name's Ariozawa. Yeah, she has great English, and she should be Pikachu.
We can do it.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna sign this petition right now.
Live signing.
Make it happen. uh, so how have you guys? Do you guys know what the actual gameplay for this game is?
I think
it's
point
it's-
and click.
Yeah, similar to Ace Attorney investigations mode, where you're looking through a crime scene, finding evidence. Yeah.
So, do you guys think this is gonna be episodic?
Oh,
Because
I don't.
I saw some people debating that because it looks like a lot of work went into those animations for a $10 eShop game.
Mm-hmm.
what if Telltale?
Probably.
is-
Like, yeah, you're right. It
doesn't have their art
this
style.
This is the Telltale game. But yeah, and you're right. Connor, this really does look ambitious. For apparently a $15 eShop game. Like Nintendo's put out games that are like around $10, and they like had nowhere near as good production values.
Like Mario and Donkey Kong.
Yeah, exactly. That game looks like ass. This looks like a high budget cutscenes. So I'm optimistic, and I hope it comes here.
Apparently, you'll have QuickTime events.
Yeah, that was an interesting tidbit. Apparently, they made it very clear that it will not affect the story. So that's good, I guess.
I really hope that there's a nod to Telltale. Like, if
Pikachu will remember that.
Yeah, if they mess with Pikachu or something, I hope there's something like Pikachu will remember that. I really hope there's a nod to Telltale.
Telltale even that big in Japan?
I have no idea.
They even exist in Japan?
I'm pretty sure their games get published over there, but I'm not sure if they publish them or they get another publisher. I'm not sure.
It's an exciting time to be alive.
Yeah.
Detective Pikachu's roaming the streets and remembering everything.
Yeah, it became a meme. Which
Yeah, oh it did. I got a good meme. I got 100 likes, dude. I got 102 likes and 68 retweets. 20 minutes into investigation and chilling, and it gives you this look. It's amazing.
that was good. That was
It's
good.
the poster.
Yes.
That was
And
good.
it's
That was
then
good.
it's the thumbnail. That expression is just it's begging to be memed.
Thanks, Nintendo, for never ceasing to create memes.
Okay. Well, speaking of Pokemon, the Pokemon Company released their Super Bowl ad on Twitter and, of course, YouTube and all their social media. Do you guys remember what happened? I forgot. Okay, so it opens.
Starts with this like kid.
It
Yeah.
looks like in what's in like India or something like that.
Yeah, like, and it looks like some kind of poor area of India, and they're like,
Right.
I forget what he's watching. I think it's a sports thing.
Yeah, something's happening in the street. I don't think it's sports because there was fire. I think it's Pokemon battle.
Really?
But
There was fire, so I
Yeah,
don't know.
there's fire shot out. So I think, and then he's just like, I can do that, and
Yeah.
starts running. And then there's like all this other stuff of just I can do that, and they start like owning. Like this girl just starts walking
Dude, she's
down
she,
the
she's
line.
owning in chess. She's owning all these old dudes in
She's
chess.
just walking down this line.
Yeah.
One move, checkmate.
Oh,
One
yeah,
move,
yeah.
checkmate. One move, checkmate.
And did you see that the pieces were actually like Needle Kings?
Yeah, that was cool.
Needle Queens. That's
There's
pretty
a lot
cool.
of little nods to Pokemon, like references in the
Like
trailer.
at the football
Yeah.
part, the two
And then-
jerseys line up to say
Yeah.
19 and 96.
Mhm. Yeah, so then the football player, he's like watching the girl on TV or something, I
Yeah.
think.
On his phone. On his phone.
On his phone, yeah. And then he's like, and then they go do the football. And then this Japanese dude says in Japanese, I can do that. When he sees the dude, he says, can he be defeated? Is that a Pokemon reference, or is that just... It just seems like broken English.
Yeah, I don't think
Just seems a little
that's-
silly.
I don't think that's a Pokemon reference.
Um,
Then then the dude goes into a stadium. He meets the football player, and they start a Pokemon battle.
And
And
then
the
go to
football
the-
player has 4 Pokemon at the same time, which bothers.
Horde battle.
Yeah, I guess. And,
and
yeah,
then it goes to a dad and a son, and the dad's
Dad
like,
goes like-
you can do that.
he whispers like really creepy.
Yeah, he whispers, and then the kid, yeah. It's a cool ad. I like it. People had
Yeah.
mixed opinions on it, but I personally liked it.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
and,
kind of a
like-
bad ad brand wise, because like it doesn't even, it just promotes. It's like Pokemon. Well, what about Pokemon? Is it for the anime? Is it for Go? Is it for?
Yeah, and
Some people have been speculating. If you notice, the music cuts off very abruptly at the end of the ad. People are speculating in the Super Bowl following that they might have a Pokemon Go separate advertisement.
Maybe.
that'll be nice.
Like if you listen to it again, the music cuts off very suddenly. It doesn't sound natural at all. So people are saying they might follow it up with something else in the Super Bowl, which would be cool. Yeah. I mean, Connor, I agree with your point that it doesn't really point consumers towards a certain product. It's just like Pokemon. And I think there was like a hashtag included with it, which is big, but
Train on. That's,
yeah, hashtag train on.
That's like
Yeah,
their
but
motto for this
But
thing.
then again, like Train On doesn't really
Yeah.
invoke thoughts of Pokemon.
But I feel like, I
Uh,
mean, I think like anyone will know that it's Pokemon ad though, right? Like between
yeah.
but I get what you're saying.
That's why they put Pikachu on there. Just to not confuse people.
Fun fact: Mega Lucario is the only non-first gen Pokemon to appear in that trailer.
Oh yeah. So that day that this trailer came out or ad came out, I saw a couple of like sports websites saying that of course they probably don't know anything about what's going on there, but one said that it was an ad for a Pokken tournament. Yeah.
Well, the fight did kind of use the same art style as Pokken, but unless Magneton's suddenly gonna be playable for some reason.
Hey, maybe that's like a secret fighter.
Magneton.
Maybe that's what they were advertising in this video. Pokken.
Yeah, the end part is
We
like
just don't know.
the end part that got cut out is just the smash thing, and then it's like Magneton joins Pokken.
Yeah. By the way, the Pikachu that they used on this ad looks like the Pikachu from the Pokemon Go reveal.
Oh.
Like he looks like really fuzzy. So it could be Pokemon Go. I wish it was Pokemon Go. Yeah. So this whole ad is like a minute and 10 seconds long. The actual Super Bowl ad is just gonna be like 30 seconds. So look forward to that on February 7th. I think that's when the Super Bowl is. So yeah. Let's see. Next topic.
Amiibo.
Amiibo news.
Amiibo.
Yeah. Quick rundown of the Amiibo news this week. Jigglypuff and the 8-bit Modern Mario are no longer exclusives, and they're gonna be out soon at other retailers. I believe it should be out either on the 9th or next week. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the exact date it is for those guys, but it should be out next month, early next month. So
Did modern 8-bit Mario ever get released outside of the Wii U, or is this the first time he is?
no, he was exclusive to Walmart.
Walmart.
Yeah, was that Walmart in the Wii U?
No, he actually got a separate release.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I think it came out on Black Friday. I remember. But you can still go to Walmart and probably get one.
Well,
so.
I don't want one, so.
Yeah. Well, I bought one. It's just sitting in my desk. Yeah, I think that's it for Amiibo news. Nothing really exciting.
Well, that's all for Amiibo. You're right, Arms. Do you know what's next?
Controversy!
Yay, controversy! Waifu Ami is out the window.
What is waifu Ami?
Why, Arms? Waifu Ami is where you can rub your waifu's face so she can say some lovely things.
Hey,
Or
Jinx is my waifu, so I can rub Jinx.
What? Oh my god, you didn't even say the name of the game that we're talking about.
I think everyone knows.
Just your general waifu.
Yeah, you can rub your waifu's face just in real life.
Oh, that's for Oculus.
Oh, exactly. It's the best
VR.
peripheral. It's actually for Fire Emblem Fates kids.
Yay.
You can have all sorts of crazy waifu rubbing faces if you play the Japanese version. Not if you play the American version though, because it's inappropriate. It does not match our culture apparently.
What about PAL?
We'll see. Did they have Tharja cloth? Did they have a cloth covering Tharja's butt?
No idea.
Nope.
Alright. They might have the rubbing game then. If they do, I'll be salty.
They
no.
were salty about us getting Platinum's Game Corner, and they didn't even get a replacement for it.
Wait, getting what?
Pokemon Platinum in the PAL regions, the Game Corner was just taken out, and there's no replacement for it at all, so any items or whatever just couldn't be obtained. That's why the Game Corner doesn't exist in Pokemon anymore.
It's closed down in ORAS.
Oh my god, it's so sad. I used to love the Game Corner.
Yep, that was super fun. When does Fire Emblem Fates come out in?
I think the night. Oh, Europe TBA.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe they're taking the time to perfect that waifu me game.
I thought it was gonna come out like maybe a week after
Nope.
ours. Huh. Okay, now I'm really curious if they're really gonna leave that mini game on there. So what do you guys think of just them removing that feature from the game?
So at first I was like, oh darn, because Camilla is the best person alive.
She's not
But-
alive.
Oh, true.
What about
She's
Toadsworth?
not real.
Stop cheating on Toadsworth.
But so it's a little bit difficult to understand why they didn't provide players with the option, as Sakurai was mentioning. Sakurai made the comparison to like a boxed lunch meal or something, which is an interesting metaphor, but it was one that works. Where he said that if there's something in a lunch meal you don't like, you shouldn't remove it just because you don't like it. He was saying for those that do like it, or feel as though it is appropriate, leave it there, just as an option, even if you personally choose to avoid it, which makes a lot of sense, right?
Yeah.
And while you can argue that they maybe avoided it to stay within it, I don't know. It seems like some of the things in that game are more risque than that. Like, the only bad thing about it, I think, is the dialogue. Some of the dialogue they say is pretty
Really?
suggestive. Yeah. At least in the Japanese version.
Well,
Now
they could
they
have just changed that if that
exactly.
was the
They
issue.
could have just toned the dialogue down. So maybe the whole
So,
idea was
what
just kind of weird.
Like, where can you touch on them? Can you just touch their face, or can you touch their chest?
I'm pretty sure it's just their face. If it was more than that, I would totally understand it. I think,
basically
right?
like it's basically like patting their forehead.
Yeah.
That's what you can mostly do.
Pretty much just anywhere around their face, nowhere else. Um, and Connor, like you said, if you could, do that to anywhere else, I would understand why they took it out right away. Um, but with just face, I don't know. Maybe it's just deemed like not necessarily inappropriate, but just bizarre for American audiences.
Yeah.
Well, are the characters minors or legal age?
I'm pretty sure they're all legal, but I'm not positive.
Okay, I
Like
have no
I don't
idea
know
then.
I don't know too much about the game.
Because if they're
Well,
minors, then I think that would start pushing up the game's rating, and
Mm.
since it's already at T, that would push it to M, which
and
they don't
Nintendo
want.
doesn't want that. Yeah.
What I think it is Nintendo has this image of family-friendly company, and if they
Yeah.
kept a thing where you can like rub a girl, even if it's just her face or head or whatever, then that might strike controversy with like feminist groups, and that would
Yeah.
get like politicians in on it, and it would probably start blowing up, or if
Mhm.
they fear it would start blowing up. Who knows if it actually would?
Right. And like I can kind of understand their fear because they want to maintain that image, but at the same time, it's like what I was thinking. An idea I had is like leave it in the game, but you need to have parental codes or controls to get
that's
into
too
that
much.
section of the game.
That's too much to do. That you're
Too much?
asking you're asking the consumers to go an extra step just to get that feature.
But would you rather not have it at all?
Do we need it?
No, but a lot of people want it. They've clearly shown the display. I just feel that would be an elegant solution for everybody.
I think a
Right,
lot of
Nick?
those people actually don't even want it. They just don't like censorship.
Yeah.
Censoring. Maybe just I they could just offer it as a download, but that's
Yeah.
not gonna happen.
Actually, that might work even better.
Yeah.
Like, don't include it, but have an age gated download. Like, please have your parent. Well, obviously, if you're someone who doesn't need a parent to do it, you can just verify your age, or something.
Well, what's
Um,
stopping someone from just saying, "I'm 18"?
I think for little kids, the parents are smart enough to have parental controls.
Hopefully.
Mostly, and the parent has this set up, and like, if they have it, so like maybe they could make it so that portion is, like I don't know, like maybe the parent needs to just enter the code in order to get that, but it like provides information about that section of the game for the parent so they can decide if it's like appropriate for the kid or not. I don't know.
Yeah. It's like when you have you guys set up a. Oh, I guess you probably haven't set up a 3DS for like a minor, right? For a
No.
kid. Yeah, it asks like every time to hand the system over to your guardian or parent. Yeah. So I was reading through this. Well, I guess it was the quotes from Sakurai, and he points out that, and I've read this before, that a lot of reviewers in Japan actually were like saying like, why is this feature in this game? Is it Pokemon or Nintendogs? Like some people didn't even want it. 'Cause to be honest, it's kind of a weird feature to have.
Yeah, it is. It is strange, and I'm not gonna judge anyone for, being interested in anything. But
We
just
wanted
seems-
it. We wanted it.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
dude, Camilla, like, I'm not gonna judge myself, but yeah, like, I certainly won't deny that it is a bit of a bizarre feature.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, we wanted it.
yeah,
I don't mind if it's not there.
yeah, like, for me, it's not a big deal. It's like, whatever. As long as they don't go censoring more things, like, as long as, look, if they don't, like, for me, removing cutscenes is big.
Yeah.
If you remove a cutscene, that's bad. Like, you're removing a piece of the story, which was originally intended for the game. Even if you're editing a cutscene, like, that I can understand more. If you remove a cutscene, though, that's crossing the line for me.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem like
How
that's...
I am.
So the cutscene that we usually talk on this podcast is the Camila intro, and I've seen some videos, and it's actually not censored. So thank you, Nintendo. I guess what there's a lot of controversy about this right now, and I guess what's gonna push it over the edge is if Europe doesn't get it censored as well. That's gonna be a mess on Nintendo's NOA's hands.
Mm-hmm.
Um, to be honest, I really doubt that Europe is gonna censor that.
Yeah. Because again, having like they had less censors in Awakening, so it makes sense that they wouldn't censor this either.
Yeah, I guess listeners, let us know what you think. Leave a comment on the video. Just tell us if you're okay with this. If you're okay with Nintendo of America taking away your waifus.
Hey, I don't have Fire Emblem waifus, so they did nothing to me.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know.
In fact, I have no Nintendo waifus, so they can't do anything to me.
I don't like Fire Emblem waifus. Okay. I guess that's it for this topic.
So, it seems before we couldn't go a week without Amiibo news, now we can't go a week without NX rumors. Yay!
Oh boy, yeah, they're really coming in rapid fire.
So, we have two. One of them comes from an indie dev who made puzzle block setup on the 3DS. It's B Plus Games, and when apparently it's getting an updated version on Steam. And someone asked him on Facebook if the 3DS version would be updated to bring it to par, and he replied, "Not possible. This game is made for the NX but modified to be released on Steam earlier, because sadly I am not able to wait till the NX and need to release this game soon." He also said, because of one of the controls, you'll be able to use 8 different colors instead of 4, which opens completely different possibilities and modes for the NX version. There's also cross-play between the PC version and the NX version.
Okay, for me, the 8-button thing. A lot of people were freaking out about that. I don't think the crossplay thing is a big deal.
8 controls?
Yeah, crossplay, PS4 and PC have that.
Mm-hmm. But think about the 8 buttons. A, B, X, Y, LR, R, or, LR, ZL, ZR. 8 buttons. Yeah, weird heavy buttons.
Well, why can't you do that on the PC? WASD, arrow keys,
yeah, I guess so.
IJKL, and like GVBN or something.
Mm-hmm.
What does he mean by, because of the controls, you will be able to use 8 different colors instead of 4?
Have you watched the trailer?
Nope.
Alright, you don't have to watch the trailer.
Okay. You guys keep talking. I'll watch it.
Alright. Anyway, so yeah, the crossplay thing, again, not a big surprise. There are actually Wii U games that already have crossplay, including Cube Men 2. But the, button thing is kind of interesting. What do you think? So if it's not L, LR, ZL, ZR, what do you think that could be?
I'm not really sure.
Do you think it could maybe be like that pattern with the screen, with the, on the controller? Like 8 virtual buttons? Who knows?
There's that, and the other thing that kind of popped into my head for some reason was using, like, multiple controllers at the same time with the same person.
Oh, interesting.
Like,
interesting.
The NX controller, it's possible to hold and use 2 controllers at the same time or something.
Oh, okay.
Not really sure why I thought of that.
Okay, now I get it. I get what the game is about. Huh. Okay, so it's kind of interesting then. Huh.
So
I thought he meant like you can play it with 8 people.
I don't think that's what it's implying. I think it's 8 buttons, 1 person.
Yeah.
So, do we know when this game's coming out?
I have no idea.
So, just had to port to Steam because he can't wait till the NX. Unless it's coming out, like, soon, that kind of makes me think NX isn't coming out this year.
The release date for this game is just labeled as Spring 2016.
Okay, so that's kind of close, I guess. Like I guess that's still like 9 months before, presumably, or 6 months before, presumably. So I guess that makes sense then, because he's an indie and can't just be sitting on a finished game.
Yeah. So is this probably like the or the first game to be actually confirmed for the NX?
Well, yeah, because with Dragon Quest they said like, oh, it's probably coming to NX.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I guess it's the first game to be confirmed for NX.
I feel like this guy. I don't know if we should take him seriously. He's not he's a games developer, but he's not like a big name. I don't know if he would have access to the NX this early. I don't know if he's telling the truth.
Especially when Jules Watson posted recently that he doesn't have access to it yet.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this dude is not. He's a couple games and they're not good. So like, I don't know why he would have an NX dev kit yet. But...
Okay, this is like free publicity for him,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Because it gives you, it gets people to talk about his game.
His game, like nobody would have been talking about his game if it wasn't for this. So that's why I'm suspicious.
It looks nice.
Yeah.
The video.
Yeah. No, it looks okay.
I would play it.
Looks unique.
I like these kinds of games, so I would play it.
But yeah, I think he could be doing it for attention. Maybe not. Maybe so. We're gonna find out.
Yeah.
The other rumor is, do you remember who posted this? I can't remember. I know Emily Rogers retweeted it, but I can't remember who originally posted it. But anyway, it's someone who apparently has credibility with posting leaks before, and they stated Namco is working on several NX launch titles. One of them is Smash Bros.
Oh yeah, that too. So this dude is much more reputable than other dev. And yeah, a lot of people have been speculating about this potential release, and that it's pretty much guaranteed that if it is happening, it will be Smash 4 like Ultimate Edition, or just at least for NX. It definitely won't be new Smash Bros. That's physically impossible.
Well, depends. If it launches like spring 2017, that's just under 2-year development time, which is 2 years was what Smash 4 had originally.
Yeah, but it would be the first Smash Bros. Game Sakurai wouldn't be involved with, because I guarantee he would not work on it. Because like he wouldn't want to rush a Smash Bros. Game like that. He likes to take his time, and that's not enough time for him to develop it. I feel like. I feel like
it was from Dr. Serkan Koto, the CEO of a Tokyo-based game industry consultant firm.
Yep.
Kanten Games. That's a firm. I've seen this guy on Twitter. Yeah,
he knows what he's talking about.
Well, yeah.
So just wondering, does with like Tekken or Soul Calibur, do Namco usually do that like Turbo Edition thing that Street Fighter does, or do they just do it like a one release and that's it?
I'm not sure, honestly. I haven't really kept track.
Because a lot of people are like talking about how they're like gonna combine both games and add Ice Climbers and Wolf and maybe another newcomer. But I'm honestly just thinking it's like a Game of the Year edition where it's just stages from both versions, all the DLC characters, and nothing really new.
Yeah, I think it'll be more like what Connor's saying, just everything sort of combined together. Maybe like one or two tiny new things, but nothing big.
Maybe like trophies or something.
Right.
But I don't think there's going to be a new character or a new stage.
Well, maybe a new stage, but not a new character. I don't know. I feel like stages are much easier to make.
Especially if
Probably.
it's just like a brawl or melee stage.
Yeah, if like they could bring back some returning ones. Yeah, look, if NX is not backwards compatible, which is very possible, I would probably buy this version. If NX is backwards compatible, I see no reason to.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
You won't buy it?
like, what's the point? Because, like, Wii U version's already 1080p 60 FPS, so it might look a little prettier, but it's not going to look that much better.
I think okay, so it's a similar idea of what Sony did with like Uncharted collection, where like people who got a PS3 or people got a PS4 who never owned a PS3.
Yeah,
There should be like people getting NX for who never had a Wii U being able to experience it.
yeah.
But do you think Nintendo will actually bundle it with the system? I
Bundle it,
mean,
they just might.
Well, it's a launch title, and usually, like,
and that could sell a lot of
Yeah.
Like-
units.
that could, because, like,
Smash Bros.
a lot of
with all
people
the DLC.
probably think launch bundle, like, Wii Sports, Nintendo Land, but Mario World was bundled with the Super Nintendo at
Yeah.
launch.
I feel like bundling Mario games will do better than something people don't know about. Or no, like Mario and Smash Bros. I kind of see at the same level here.
Yeah.
Where like they will do better than like a Wii Sports type game at this point.
Okay. Yeah. I was gonna. Oh, so isn't it crazy that if this rumor turns out to be true, and well, the GameCube controller will probably work. We'll have an adapter for the NX. That we're still gonna use GameCube controllers to play Smash, like
Hopefully.
like three generations after the GameCube.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
I think it's crazy that half the Smash Bros. Games would be the same game, basically. Because there'd be 6,
Yeah.
and then first 3 are different, and then the last 3 are just basically the same game.
Yeah. Do you guys have anything more to add?
No, I mean, I don't have too many feelings on it because again, nothing's set in stone. I don't like to get too excited about things until I know they're real for sure. And like I would, depending on the circumstances, I would probably get it. It's always nice to just have things convenient. It would also be especially nice if they provide a discount for people who own the Wii U version and or the 3DS version.
Nintendo,
I don't think they
they're
would.
never gonna do that.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. To be honest, this rumor, I actually believe this rumor just because. Think about it. The Smash Bros. Has on Wii U has been out for like 2 years, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No. Just
Or
over
1 year. Yeah. Okay, just over 1. And if the NX comes out this year, it's probably going to come out in November. So technically, the Smash Bros. On Wii U only got like it only had like 2 years of I'm just gonna say
Life.
like
Yeah,
life,
yeah.
yeah, like
Well,
life.
Wasn't Smash
And it's
64 only 2 years of life?
No, but then the game is starting to appear on more esports platforms, so on Evo, on stuff like that, and it's gonna keep appearing on Evo. And wouldn't Nintendo rather have Smash Bros. On NX appear on Evo than the Wii U?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Because that helped promote NX.
Yeah.
Good
By the way,
point.
you forgot about Evo on these topics.
Rip.
Yeah.
So Evo, yeah. Smash 4 and Pokemon Tournament are gonna be at Evo.
And Melee.
Oh, Melee too? Oh.
Yep.
Pikachu's gonna appear more
Then
than Ryu
yeah.
than any other character. I'm really sad that PlayStation All Stars isn't on there.
I'm not. I'm glad.
Or it actually took down Persona 4, Arena Ultimax. It used to be on Evo. When is Evo?
I have no idea.
I saw a lot of people were kind of surprised and angry about the inclusion of Pokken.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's like presumably, I think Evo's in the summer.
Mhm.
So, like right now, Pokemon's not even out besides arcades in Japan, and it might even be a different version that we actually end up playing, depending on how much they actually change besides characters. So, like, I could see why they're angry, because, like, comes out late March, and then that's 3 months
Mm, I think they're more angry because the only way to play Pokken with another person is to have two Wii U's.
Uh,
And one can use one of those Pokken controllers, special Pokken controllers, but the one that's hosting the match has to use the gamepad.
not if you're LANing.
Yeah, not on LAN.
If you're on LAN, you can both
Oh
use
yeah, yeah.
whatever you want. If you're only using one Wii U, you have to use the gamepad.
What if they just use one Wii U and force one guy to play?
I mean,
they
it
won't
was-
do that because Evo's really like making it as balanced as possible. So forcing someone to use a controller, especially in this situation where the gamepad's clearly the less superior controller, and also that they're gonna want it to be 60 FPS, which you
too.
can't do local co-op, but does do LAN.
Yeah, so like everything about LAN works better for them. The only hard part is the whole two Wii U's thing.
Well, Nintendo's sponsoring. They probably provide Wii U's.
Oh, good point. That would make sense.
They just go out of GameStop and buy a bunch of Wii U's. They come bundled with the game.
Not like they're hard to find.
It's like Nintendo buying Wii U's to give themselves sales.
Yeah.
That's where half of Vita sales came from.
It did.
Yeah, Sony buying Vitas.
How do you know?
The other half came from ARMS buying Vitas.
Why would Sony buy Vitas?
Because no one else was.
I bought a Vita. I bought 3 Vitas.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
the
you
other
did.
half.
And I still need an OLED Vita, but if I buy one, it's not gonna count as a sell for them because now I have to buy it used.
Well, that's their
So.
fault.
Unless I can find a new OLED Vita like at Walmart or something. Doubt it though. It's just covered in dust.
Just see it shoved in the corner covered in dust.
Yeah, on clearance for $20. Oh yeah, awesome deal. Okay, so I guess we're done with our news topics. Now let's just go to topic of the week. I guess we're gonna start doing this now whenever we don't have whenever we have a good idea, a good general topic.
So this will probably be the last one.
Yeah, probably. So topic of the week: should Nintendo keep the name NX or change it?
Ba-da-da.
Yeah,
Keep it,
so,
keep it,
okay,
keep it.
that's it.
Well, okay.
Keep it. Okay, that's it. Thank you guys.
I kind of like the name NX. I'm not really
I
sure
did
why. I
like
just kind of like.
It sounds good.
Nintendo NX. That sounds awesome.
Sounds like
assuming
Connect.
they
It sounds like
keep
Connect. It's
Nintendo,
cool.
Because like Wii U is just Wii U, not Nintendo Wii U. But anyway, it just it's kind of simple. Like no one really says PlayStation 4. They always say PS4.
Hmm.
So it kind of sounds like that almost, except it's not short for anything. So
Yeah, the thing is, the problem with Wii U is the name didn't sound cool,
yeah, that
and
sounds
Wii,
stupid.
right? NX sounds cool. There's no denying that. I think. Yeah, dude, it sounds cool.
Next experience. Oh.
No, it can't stand for something cheesy like that. It just has to be NX.
However, I think they're gonna change it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sadly, so do I.
I kind of want them to keep it, but like Project Cafe, Revolution, Dolphin, Ultra
Yeah.
64,
Revolution was an awesome name. That would have been an awesome name.
VR32.
Nintendo Revolution. Just imagine that name
I
coming
forget
back.
what the
for
DS
NX.
was. I forget. I don't even know if we know what the 3DS's prototype name was.
I think it was just 3DS.
Oh,
I don't think their handhelds ever have prototype names, right?
the DS did. I forget what it was. I know I've seen it. And Virtual Boy was VR32.
Mm.
What was it? VR 22?
32.
32?
I don't know if it's 32 bits or if they were just putting 32 on the name for some reason.
Yeah, so I'm with you. I really want the NX name to stay as it is, but they're probably gonna change it, unfortunately. So, what do you guys think they'll name it? Are they gonna go with Wii again, or just get away from that brand?
They're gonna call it
Please get away
Us.
from that brand. Oh God.
What are
Just
they gonna call it?
Call it USA. Nintendo USA.
They're gonna
Nintendo
call it Amiibo. Yeah.
Amiibo. Nintendo Amiibo.
Gonna call it waifu.
Oh, the code name for DS was Nitro.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a cool ass code name. We should
Iris
get
Nitro,
that.
yeah. And for 3DS it was just 3DS.
Yep. There was no code name. Maybe they'll keep it. Please keep it.
Well, as far as we know, there's no code name there. It was probably an internal code name. Or maybe 3DS just because they're like, hey, it's a 3D DS, 3DS.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we can't think of anything more clever than that.
Did you guys ever go wonder if that name is confusing for consumers? 3DS.
It probably was originally.
It's not confusing to us because we know what it is,
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
or it's not confusing to the general gaming audience. 'Cause
I just think it's
they know
better when
about
they.
it.
I just think it's better when they pick a whole new name for something.
Yeah.
'Cause, like,
Yeah, so I mentioned before, I worked at retail. I work at retail, and a lot of people ask for the Nintendo DS3 or DS3D. Yeah, so it's mostly parents who don't know what's going on.
Well, was it? Oh no, you weren't working when it first came out.
The 3DS.
Yeah.
Not in electronics. I was working at different place selling phones.
I was gonna ask if there's people like wanting to buy Nintendogs plus cats for their DS or something. Like there were people thinking the Wii U was just a Wii add-on.
You know, I really want to talk to a GameStop employee, just asked if parents got confused with the new 3DS and just a regular 3DS. I just really want to talk to an employee.
Can I have a new Nintendo 3DS? Do you want a
Yeah.
new Nintendo 3DS or a new old Nintendo 3DS? Or a used new Nintendo 3DS?
Yeah, it's harder for them because they have to deal with pre-owned
Yeah.
stuff than I do. So
Yeah, you don't have to deal with that.
yeah. Yeah. So NX, I hope they keep the name. So should we make this our poll?
Sure.
yay! Keep the name or no.
Yeah. Let us know.
If you want, if you say no, if you want, you can leave a suggestion for what you think it should be, but that's not a requirement.
Yeah. So when is this going up?
Wednesday, lasting
Wednesday.
2 days again.
Okay, 2 days. So the question will be, should Nintendo keep the name NX or change it? Just yes or no. And if you have just an idea for a name, just reply. We'll take a look at it. So yeah, I guess we'll just wrap it up. And before we start doing that, let's just talk about the giveaways.
Hey,
Oh yeah.
you just
Yeah, the
skipped
giveaways.
like 2 things.
Did I?
Yeah, you said put giveaway at the very end. You didn't?
Oh,
I even specifically said after the question, and you're like, yeah.
but we added the question to the topic.
There's still the poll results and the plugs.
Oh yeah, so go ahead with the poll. Do the poll.
So,
The results.
despite like apparently everyone hating on this topic, got 39 votes. Question was, which Nintendo series would you like to see Telltale Games tackle? Apparently Telltale is pretty hated now. I was unaware of that.
Thanks, Dan.
Not just Dan, there were like 2 other
Yeah.
people. But anyway, the choices were Zelda, which got 31, Mario, which got 8, Earthbound, which got 36, and Pokemon with 25. I'm actually surprised Earthbound won, to be honest. Also, someone replied they want Fire Emblem or Metroid. I don't know if they voted for any of that stuff, or if they just said that, but whatever.
Okay. Plugs. Go ahead.
So, like right before we start recording this, I published my Akame Got Killed Volume 5 review.
Yes.
Yeah, manga.
Yes. This is it.
Did you give it a 10?
No.
7.8? Too much water?
I don't think there's any water in it at all.
Mm-hmm. By the way, you forgot to put
Oh wait, yeah,
thumbnail on
there
it.
was water.
Yeah. By the way, you forgot to put a thumbnail on it, and when you go on to the website,
Oh,
it
rip.
just says no image.
Okay,
So,
I'll go fix that.
good job.
Alright guys, I want to present my Mario Maker level, SPINYSPIN Planes. Fam, the code, well, put it right here. 232A 000001AA 6604. Well, you can find that on Mario Maker, folks. I'll put it in the description as well.
You're uploading now?
Yeah, man.
Hey, Noah, is it a hard level?
No, it's easy to medium.
Really?
Yeah. I make all my levels easy to medium.
Okay.
I'm
So
big.
so I'm gonna. Well, I'm just gonna mention this here. So, I have a task for you. Okay.
For me? Right.
If you want, make a really a hard level that
Right.
is enjoyable, and we'll do a giveaway for it. If they beat it, they can enter for a chance to win a Dr. Mario amiibo.
For a chance to win? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See how
So
it is.
so I don't know when you're gonna work on it. Just
Yeah, I'll start this weekend. I'll make
Okay,
it. I'll make
fine.
it ultra hard. I'll make it ultra hard.
yeah. So whoever beats his level, just let us know and you'll enter.
Yeah, we'll tell you all about the level. We'll tell you all about the level next week on next week's podcast.
Before the only people who can beat it are not even viewers, they're just like random people that look for hard levels.
Oh, well, it has. I'm not sure how this is gonna work out, but if you beat it, you're probably gonna have to take a picture.
Yeah.
No, no,
Like
you
a
can
cat
you
or
can
something?
you can see who beats a level.
Yeah, but if
On-
their me name is different from their like Twitter name, like my me name's Connor, but I don't really have that. I guess my Twitter name is that, but
Yeah, I guess we can have them take a picture of it.
Yeah, just send.
Yeah, I
send it
mean,
to
well,
Blaze.
the thing is, look, I'm not gonna level the level done till next episode. Next episode is when I'll let you know the code, and we'll have more specific details on the rules then.
Yeah,
So don't worry
this
about
is
it.
gonna be a fun giveaway.
Oh,
It's gonna be a fun giveaway.
okay, Happy Arms, I updated it so there's a picture.
Okay, so do you have another plug?
Yeah, the anime of Anime-ness. It's Haruta and Chika episode 4.
Okay, was it good?
Yeah, it was actually a decent mystery, unlike the last two.
Okay. Okay, so we got the plugs out of the way. Giveaways. So there's gonna be 2 giveaways
Oh.
this week, and both of them are gonna be on Twitter. One
Well,
is
more
gonna
like-
be for. Go ahead.
More like next week, right?
Or
Or
it's
we-
gonna start. It's gonna start this. On the day that this episode goes up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So for this entire week. So one of those giveaways is a Palutena amiibo, and it's the English version, so the one from Amazon. So you have a chance to win that, and it's gonna go through Twitter, retweet and follow, just general stuff. We're gonna announce the winner of the giveaway on episode 52 next week. So you have to listen to that episode.
Yes.
We won't message you on Twitter if you want. You have to listen to it and then tell us that you that you won.
Yeah, we'll wait like 3 days after uploading the episode. Then, if you don't win, we'll pick someone else.
Yep, exactly.
And then we'll just message them instead.
And the second giveaway is a $20 eShop card. It's gonna be the same thing. Retweet and follow. Are we gonna announce it for episode 52, or should we extend that giveaway for 2 weeks?
Let's extend that one for 2 weeks. How about
2 weeks? Okay. So you have 2 weeks to enter that giveaway. So there you go. Stay tuned to our Twitter account.
We'll just have a
because
tweet. We'll just
yeah,
have a
because-
tweet that you'll be able to retweet, and that'll be entering.
Yeah, because as soon as this episode goes up, you'll see that the information for the giveaway. There's probably going to be a picture and some stuff on there. So make sure to keep up on our Twitter account, which is @BlazeCakeTweet. So just wrap it up. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, BlazeCake Media. Make sure to comment on the video, please. subscribe and rate us on iTunes. Please leave us a review. That will help us out a lot.
Charles,
Visit
don't
and
come back.
Yes, please come back. Update your review, at least. Visit and like us on Facebook, Blaze Kick Media. Follow us on Twitter. I'm at ArmsMXZ.
I'm at Dashy007.
I'm at Balrog Gamer.
Okay, Blaze Kick is at Blaze Kick Tweet. And visit blazekick.com for stuff. I guess. For random stuff every once in a while.
Weekly anime, manga, and visual novel reviews.
Oh, and the podcast.
Screw that.
Don't forget about the podcast.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
Let it die.
So that's it. That's all, folks, for episode 51.
That's all, folks.
On 1 year anniversary.
Signing out from Amiibo Unleashed.
Amiibo Unleashed. We'll be back next week for episode 52 with a guest, Mike.
As Trump says, bye-bye. Baby Mario, communism #1!
That was awesome.
I hope that dog's picking up the recording.
Peanut, hi.
Oh,
Hi, Peanut.
Oh, it's saying Baby Mario.
Yeah, Peanut, hi. Say Baby Mario. Peanut, say Baby Mario. No.
There goes our dream. Dank.
Baby Mario. Baby Mario.